Good evening, friends. It's Thursday, and you know what that means. Time for Mid-American Gardener. I'm Tinisha Shade-Spain, your host, and thank you so much for joining us live tonight. We've got a lot to get to and some show and tells, and of course, our three expert panelists are here to answer all of your questions. We are live this evening, so please give us a call at 333-3495, and we'll try to get your questions answered. So let's have them introduce themselves and tell you a little bit more about their specialty and what they like to do. So we'll start with you, Rusty.
All right. Hi, everybody. My name is Rusty Maulding. I'm a horticulturist and partner in Nature's View. It's a professional landscape contracting firm out of Watseka, Illinois. I'm also a past president of the Illinois Landscape Contractors Association. And I can talk to you about most things that are outside and pretty. So from turf to trees, hopefully I can give you a hand.
Sweet beard, by the way.
My wife doesn't agree.
You. It's chilly, you know, it keeps you warm.
It is.
And next, Martie does not have a beard.
No, I don't. I mean, I could if I really. Okay, never mind. My name is Martie Alagna, and I'm actually a retired landscaper. Did it for quite a number of years, and even though my back disagrees with keeping up with my work, my brain still has a few things in it. So if you have some questions, particularly about perennials, shrubs, really urban landscaping, small gardens, that's kind of where I fit in. So.
Okay. All right, and last but not least.
I'm Jim Appleby. I'm an entomologist with the University of Illinois and the Illinois Natural History Survey. So I deal with the insects and mites attacking trees, shrubs, and flowers.
Okay. Nice cross-section of expertise this evening. So we've got show and tell as always in the first round. So Rusty, what'd you bring us?
Well, it's getting colder outside, and so the things you can do in the landscape now are somewhat diminishing. But you know, in case the holiday spirit is overwhelming you and you just have to get out of the house, there are some things you can do. And so I wanted to talk to you a little bit about dormant pruning. Dormant pruning is basically any sort of going out at any time the plants are dormant. So from fall leaf drop through just before bud break in the spring, you can go out and trim shrubs in a particular manner that will help promote plant health. And that's really what we're after when we start talking about dormant pruning, plant health and size reduction. I brought with today a sample of, this is privet, and you can kind of see that you've got kind of a long stalk coming up here, and then a lot of bushy stuff clear at this end, right? And you can kind of see that you've got this juncture right here. So what we're going to do, because we want more light to penetrate down through the canopy, come back and cut this right at that juncture. And, you know, they're still sharp. Now, what that does is that's going to allow the light to penetrate the canopy, and by doing it in the winter, you're going to get buds to break down at this point in the stem. And so as they grow next year, you'll come back and cut this off down to about here. And that's a great way to kind of maintain the height of your shrubs without just totally decimating them.
Question.
Sure.
So when you're choosing which one of those to cut, you want the straighter one? Is that how you chose, or what's the thought process there?
Generally speaking, I'm looking for structure.
Okay.
What's going to be strong, what is not diseased, what isn't damaged. I'm also looking at spacing. So this is, remember that you have 30 other branches that are coming up in here. You could actually take this branch clear down to here and remove both of those if it's congested enough.
Gotcha.
The idea is, I always tell my crews, you want to get kind of a fist-size hole down so that that light can actually get in there, and these sprouts, when these buds break, will actually grow.
Gotcha.
I have a great example here. That last one was privet, and this works really well with burning bush, Physocarpus, ninebark, some of these things that don't flower so much in the spring. Because if you do too much of this on a flowering shrub like a lilac, you're going to decrease that floral display. And so with the yew, this is everybody sort of has the ubiquitous yew out in their front lawn, front foundation planting, and this is one that's been pruned in this fashion. So you can kind of see you've got nice branches coming all the way up and down this branch, and that all this leaf surface is helping to maintain and support this woody stem. Conversely, this has been sheared over and over and over again, and you can kind of see there's a mass, there's a little itty bitty 1-inch layer of live material on top. And the reason that happens is because every time you prune, you're encouraging new growth. And whenever you prune at the same point over and over again, you can kind of see it just gets clustered up. And so like on these, you would literally just remove this down, just one whole piece down on a U. Works true with boxwoods as well.
Wow.
So it's a really great thing to do to get out of the house, and you don't make a huge mess doing this. So you can go out, if it's cold, go out for half an hour to an hour at a time, and then brave the family and go back inside.
Christmas break is coming
Yes,
up. We're
that's
all
right.
going to be sick of looking at each other. So yes, this is one of those great things that you can get out of the house and spend a little time out in the yard.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay,
A little
okay.
horticultural therapy.
All right, Martie, you've got some sharp tools.
Well, potentially, yeah. When you're pruning, it's really important to have sharp tools. If you don't have sharp tools, you get a cut like this. Can you see that? Can you zoom in on that? I don't know if you can or not. It's got a raggedy edge here. It's got a peeled place down here. I didn't do that very well because these are dull, okay? I just cut this today, but these could stand a little sharpening. You don't get that hairy business sticking off of there. When you have pruners, you want a nice, clean cut. And pruning it's just really essential to have sharp tools, like I didn't. But, you know, that's how I get to tell you how to rectify that situation. So, okay, you can either take this nut off of here, and you can do the same thing with your hand pruners. It's not hard to do at all. You just take this off, or sometimes I don't even take it off. I just open them up really wide, and you can look on that plane, on that blade.
Poor
Sorry.
Jim. He's bobbing
okay,
and
man.
weaving over here.
Yeah, give me some room, Jim. I'm swinging. Okay, this is a bypass pruner, so this sharp edge slices right next to that other piece like a scissors, okay? So you sharpen this face on an angle and leave this one flat where it contacts this. This is a flat file. It's rusty, but it doesn't matter. It's still sharp. Okay, so this is the funny part that nobody seems to get. When you thank you. Can you just hold that?
Absolutely.
When you sharpen, you push the blade along the sharpening edge. You don't go from the back and try to sharpen it like that. You push the cutting edge into the file, or the file along the cutting edge. It doesn't seem like you should do that because won't you dull it? No. This is the proper way to sharpen. And you can see as I go, I hope, with your little close-up camera there, that this edge is getting, I'm trying to just approximate the angle that's on there, and it's pretty steep. And you can see it getting shinier and shinier and shinier and shinier.
And that's a good thing. We're taking.
That's a good thing. You're taking off all the older metal, and you really don't have to do a whole lot of it.
If you tip it up a little bit.
Oh yeah, here, tip it up a little bit. You can
There
see
you
the
go.
shiny because I can't see what I'm doing here. Okay. Yes, that's much sharper than it was before. When I'm all done with this face, you can feel with your finger or your thumb. There's a little bit of a burr on this backside that's flat, and I'll just go like that when I'm all finished with this side, and then it's sharp.
I'm
it's
ready
sharp.
to go.
Put your finger at. Chicken. Okay, you can do the same thing with your hand pruners. It's not difficult to do at all, and it will make these are actually sharp. Surprise. It will make such a difference. It'll not only be better for your plants, but it's a lot easier on your elbows and your shoulders. So keep your tools sharp. And you can also do the same thing with shovels, with spades, you know, anything that has a edge that you use, you can do this with, and it'll make a huge difference. If you're going to put your tools away, like I don't do this, but I do know the proper way. I'm just lazy, okay? But clean them off, get the dirt off, sharpen them a little bit, and just a little bit of 3-in-1 oil or even motor oil on a rag or a paper towel. Just kind of rub the surface, put it away, and it'll be
all ready to
perfectly
go.
great for spring. It'll be all ready.
Great. Okay, thank you so much. All right, Jim, what have you got?
Well,
Some show and
since we're
tells.
in the winter holiday season, I thought it might be appropriate to talk about hollies. So if we could have that first slide there, that American holly. Now in the Midwest, we're sort of limited to several different hollies. In general, there's many different species of hollies, but we're pretty well limited to 2 kinds in the Midwest. The American holly, and in the American holly, we have the male plant and the female plant. And that's true with all the hollies. You have a male plant and a female plant. And so you always have to have one male plant, and you can have 7 or 8 female plants.
Like a harem.
But yeah,
Right.
but if you don't have one male in that group, you will not get the fruit, the red fruits, which are desirable. We also have the Meserve Hollies, which come again in male and female. The varieties that we have in the Midwest, the ones called China Girl and China Boy, the male plant. If we could add the first slide down. This shows the American holly, and you can see the beautiful red fruits on the American holly, the dark green leaves, and they do have these spines along the edges. The American holly, like I said, does not do too well in the Midwest, I think because of our harsh winters. Next slide. The other disadvantage of the American holly is it's very susceptible to an insect called the holly leaf miner, which is a fly, and the immature stages, the maggots, will feed in the leaves and cause these nasty mines. So it's got some drawbacks with the American holly. The next slide, this shows the Meserve holly, the China Girl, the female, and you can see the nice red fruits on that. The leaves are much smaller in the Meserve hollies. They still have those little spines on the edges, but this is a very desirable plant. Next slide. Now this slide shows the Blue Princess, is the female plant, and you can see all those beautiful fruits on the plant. This is really one of my favorite hollies, and it does very, very well in the Midwest. All right, if we could have the next slide. Now, sometimes people approach me and they say, you know, I have 5 bushes of hollies, but I never get any red fruits. I suspect they're all female plants. You always have to have one male plant, and you can tell whether you have a male or female plant when they bloom. So in the month of May, look at your hollies, and you can see the difference between the male and female flowers because of the difference of things. Now let's see, this slide shows the female plant. You see in the center where the arrow is pointing, that's the female part, and this is called a pistil. So when you have insects like wasps and bees, butterflies sometimes come in, they will, if they touch the male plant, then they'll deposit the pollen on the female plant, on that pistil, and then you'll get fertilization, and then you'll have the red fruit. Next slide. Now, in the male, notice that in that center part, it's depressed. There's nothing in that center. So that's how you can tell whether you have a male plant or a female plant, just by looking at the flowers. Mm-hmm. Next slide. Now, the growing conditions, you know, they really don't require, you know, great growing conditions. They should have some good fertile soil and a pH which is acid. So you want to have a pH about 5.5 or something like that. You can always get a kit and find out what your pH is. And then they do better if you have a little bit of protection. So if you can plant them on the north side of a home or a structure of some sort, they do a little bit better that way. The other conclusion is that in the wintertime with hollies, as well as rhododendron and any of the azaleas, be sure that you apply some fencing around it, because rabbits and deer just absolutely love American holly and Meserve hollies and everything else. So they'll chew them right down to the ground. So you really got to put some fencing around those plants in the wintertime. Yeah. And right now would be a good time to do that.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Thank you so much. All right, we've got lots of calls to get to. We're going to go to line one, Jane in Hoopston with a question about oak pear tree care. Jane, go ahead.
Hi, thanks for taking my call.
Sure.
I have a very old pair of pear trees. There are two of them. I think they have to be at least 60 years old, and they're about 40 feet high, and I don't know how much longer they're going to be living, but every year they have beautiful pears, and it's just that they're so high, I have to wait for them to drop before I can pick them up and use them. My question is, I saved a bunch of seeds this year. What should I do with them? I'd like to start a new pear tree from them, but I don't know how to do it.
They're thinking.
Not everybody all at once.
Yeah.
You can, go ahead. Hit it, big boy.
Well,
There you go.
well, I guess what I would say is most of your fruit trees are grafted onto a dwarf rooting stock, so it keeps them from getting to be 40 feet tall. So that's if you're okay with it being a large tree such as that. I don't know that apple or pear trees have a particular dormancy requirement for the seed. Do you?
I didn't, that's what I was wondering about before I mentioned it. Also, in spite of the fact that these are fruit from these trees that you have to suspect pollinated each other, so there you go. But they don't always come back true from seed. Now, in the instance that we're talking about, you have old, standard size pear trees. So they might come back true. But then again, do you want another 40-foot tree? So I would say you can certainly try to germinate the seed and see if you can grow some, but you also might check into something that's a little bit smaller, a little bit more manageable size of a pear tree, and look at pictures, do a little research on what type of a pear you think it might be.
To start these, how should she get started with giving these seeds a shot?
Usually if I was going to do that, I would harvest a fruit and then I would let it rot down. Get the seeds out, then let them dry a little bit, and then just put them in a pot and water them. I don't know. Do you have to score? Are they that hard?
Scarify?
I'm not sure you get to score
I'm
that.
not honest. Yeah, I mean, there's the challenge with a lot of those seeds are nature has a way of processing them, and sometimes it's ingestion by other animals, and that kind of it has a chemical reaction inside the animal before it comes out and then comes up as a mulberry, or sometimes it needs the dormancy period outside.
The freezing and thawing. So
it might be a good idea to try to put it outside in a moist, just directly wherever you want the tree to go.
Okay. Good advice.
In a pot. Put it in some potting soil in a pot or in the ground. See how that works. I don't know.
All right, we're going to line two.
Never had anybody ask me that before.
That's a good one. That's the first.
Gwen in Taylorville with a question about boxwood mites. Go ahead.
Hi.
Hi.
Am I on?
Yes, you are on.
Okay, all right. Well, I noticed that my boxwoods weren't looking really great this year. They're 25 years old, have always been great. They're like, I think, green velvets or green mounds. And in July or August, sometime I realized these things have got a problem. And I thought it was blight, but it's actually boxwood mites from what I can tell. What is they look really bad. And they've never looked bad. These bushes have been gorgeous for 25 years. What should I do? Should I treat them in, like, it's something about early spring with what?
Well, you're right. The boxwood mites can be really pretty serious on the boxwood. I think I would purchase a material called X mite, just like the letter X dash mite. And that particular material is made by Bonide. It's a company called Bonide. So try to purchase Mite X and apply that sometime, probably maybe in about mid-May. And I think if you get a couple applications on about 10 days apart, you should get that under control. But it is a serious problem on mites, on boxwood.
Okay. You guys are lucky. The landscapers are here today. So keep those calls coming. 333-3495. Yes.
I would also add, Gwen, it's been a droughty 2 summers in a row. And so your plants are old, but they're also stressed. If you're not watering, I would suggest you do that. Make sure they have enough water. A couple inches of mulch would be a good idea. If you see any dead, obviously you prune it out. But
now or in the spring?
You can do it now that they're dormant, but you can easily tell the dead stuff from the live. But make sure you try to maintain those a little bit more. Make sure they get a little help. That'll also help them. The insects that attack things attack the weakest. So make sure the yours aren't.
Got it. All right, Kathy in Champaign with a question about pruning boxwood. Go ahead, Kathy.
Sorry, another boxwood.
No, that's fine. You called on the right night.
Ready to prune.
Okay,
Ready.
I put in these little boxwoods quite a while ago, and now they're about 4 foot tall. They are too tall, and I was seeing how you were pruning things down fairly low, not real low, but past. I don't want them to look ugly because some of them they're tufted on the top, like you were showing before. So, how far can I cut these things? Can I cut them kind of high and low? Because some of them are not too bad, and I can cut them back somewhat. But I'd like to cut them down to maybe 3 foot. Is that doable?
Sally?
You can, yeah, go ahead. There's a couple options. Go ahead.
Yeah, it sounds like what you're after seems fairly reasonable. If it's a 4 foot and you want to get it down to 3, and you might be 3.5, what you kind of need to do is look down into the canopy and see whether or not you have, let me pull back up this piece. Yeah. If it looks like this, you're probably not going to be able to go down 3 feet. If you just have this little itty bitty, if you've been shearing them and shearing them, if you have some green sprouts coming up further down those stems, try cutting them back to where you see those the existing leaves coming out, those nodes that are active. That would be preferable. And then the other option is if you don't see those, look to take out and aggressively poke holes in it. That's a fancy horticultural technical term, I know. But basically you're wanting to remove pieces this size out, down at least a foot inside the canopy. Yeah. If not further, if you can. So if you do that now, as the spring comes, you'll start to see those buds activate and emerge. It may be June, and it could be even as late as July. Before you start seeing much activity down there. They'll come out the leaf, and it may just be a little leaf that stays, but it is possible to kind of save those plants by using this sort of technique.
Have you been shearing it, Kathy?
I've actually only sheared it once. I usually do it by hand.
Okay, that's good. That's really good.
Well,
that's a good
there's still
thing.
Things that are dry down below, and I'm thinking I'm going to cut off the top of it. Should I cut off the top before I shear it? Before I nick it?
No, just drop crotch it like Randy was talking about. You go down inside the canopy and you cut off the things that are the tallest, and you just kind of keep doing that until you'll reduce the size. Also, I know you don't want to look ugly, but boxwood's pretty forgiving.
Yeah.
So you can, in fact, give them a whack. I mean, you can cut them off.
Total rejuvenation.
Yes, you can rejuvenate them. Like, cut them off to like a foot tall. And they'll be a little bare, but they will come back. They will come back.
Do that in March.
Yeah.
So it's a little less time before you start to see green come again. Otherwise, it's going to look like a stump.
And I don't know why they're too large if they're in front of a window or something, but you also might think about putting something there that is not going to get that tall, and then you don't have that problem anymore.
Can we talk real quick about spiders in real Christmas trees? I just found out that was a thing a couple weeks ago, and it horrified me.
Oh, what kind of spiders?
Well, it was a couple it was a couple shows ago, and I can't remember who it was that said if you keep your tree, a live tree in the house longer than a few weeks, they'll wake up and think that it's spring, and then you'll have a house full of spiders.
If they're on
True
the
or
tree.
false?
Well, it depends on what kind of spiders you're talking about. I mean, there
So
are
it's
some.
a possibility.
Well, that's a possibility, yeah. There is a
Yeah, I've never had that
possibility.
happen either.
Well,
Yeah.
good thing my tree comes up from the basement and not from a tree farm. So we're out of time. Thank you so much for watching. We had a great time taking your calls. Didn't get to questions, but that's a good thing because you guys were calling. So make sure you visit us on Facebook and Instagram to keep up with all things Mid-American Gardener, and send your questions to yourgarden@gmail.com, and we'll do our absolute best to get those on and answered for you. Thanks so much for watching, and thanks for joining us. Good night.